You know, I often wonder how much the difference would be from reintroducing and running community clubs or youth clubs compared to the cost of crime prevention, considering that most of the clubs were shut down because of running costs. But yet there's always people complaining about the amount it costs to prevent crime or follow up on criminal activities. I'm not in a position to work that one out myself, but I would find it interesting to know. And I'm bringing that up for a specific reason, as Grant Shapps, Transport Secretary, has come up with a new plan to waste £300,000 by deploying noise cameras to catch noisy drivers and banish boy racers. Now, I'm from Essex, the home of the boy racer, and I know that Southend Council had spent millions over the years since I left to stop the seafront being used for a place for people to meet up in their cars, even though they generally only ever pulled up and parked up along with their music, pretty much just to let people admire their vehicles. But along with youth clubs being shut down, it seems that police and councils across the country have targeted drivers too over the years, limiting the places they can go to meet up and criminalising those meetups. Bearing in mind that most of these people love their cars, spend thousands of pounds on them and just want to show them off. A hobby that takes a lot of time, which, guess what, stops people from going out and robbing houses. Shapps has turned his destruction of fun into a game for MPs after launching a competition for MPs to find the noisiest streets in England and Wales, where 4 areas will be chosen to take part in a £300,000 trial of the noise cameras. The cameras are said to be able to detect automatically when a vehicle breaks legal noise requirements, which will then provide real-time reports to police, enabling police to target people. It's said that preliminary testing showed the technology can identify individual vehicles in certain circumstances and assign noise levels to them. So rather than offering people a place to go away from residential areas in order to keep vehicle enthusiasts in a central location where it's easier to keep an eye on them and keeps them off the streets more, and prevents them from causing a nuisance, they simply want to criminalise more people for simply wanting a bit of fun. I mean, I wonder how much it would cost to, I don't know, let's say offer a location once a month to car enthusiasts to come somewhere with cameras to catch dangerous behaviour, with, say, just a few police there for a few hours to keep people in check, where building relationships with the public, versus how much it will cost in the long run to install and run these ridiculous cameras, which, if are programmed to pick up vehicle sounds, could be programmed to pick up people talking as they walk past. I mean, surely there's somebody out there with some private land that's not being used who can rent that land out, even for a small charge per vehicle that's away from residential areas and can be used to give these kids somewhere to go. A couple of quid, I'm sure these people would pay quite happily. Well, doesn't that make more sense than criminalising more people? Shapps said, "We want those in Britain's noisiest streets, who are kept up at night by unbearable revving engines and noisy exhaust, to come forward with the help of volunteer areas to test and perfect the latest innovative technology. For too long, rowdy drivers have been able to get away with disturbing our communities with illegal, noisy vehicles. It's time we clamp down on this nuisance, banish the boy racer and restore peace and quiet to local streets." AA President Edmund King said, "Excessive noise from modified cars used by street races or pimp my ride racers are normally associated with defined areas where these individuals meet. Whilst this new noise technology can be targeted at known hotspots, it remains to be seen whether it just encourages the racers to find a street with no cameras, which is where the problem comes in, because they will then put these cameras fucking everywhere. There is no doubt that antisocial excessive noise can cause health problems, so targeting the culprits will be welcomed by local residents." But as I say, wouldn't it be cheaper and better for relationships between the police and the community to find somewhere for these people to go, instead of criminalising every fucking thing people want to do? I get the noise can be a pain in the arse, hence, if there is somewhere, airfields, disused airfields, or something like that. There's plenty of them around, and I can't see it costing any more to do that maybe once a month, whilst charging people to enter, even if it's just £2. The cost of that will go to cover the costs that may be lost from policing, for example, having a few police officers there. But I think it would do far better for community relationships than banishing and criminalising people. Thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.